Hey everyone. So I just wanted to do a update on my Project Stray project that I have been just tinkering around with ever since Quake Template died on me, and for all I know it's the new version of Unreal has fixed the problems. Um, I'm working on a much more polished, much more well thought out variation of Quake Template basically. And this one's using a lot of really crazy stuff. It's using the data tables. It's using structs properly. Like everything about this is being done uh, to a much better, much more polished, much more refined degree. And I have been toying around with it quite a bit, and I've actually come up with some much better ideas than I did with the Quake template. And right now I'm currently working on loot tables and distribution. But I have another problem that I'd actually like to ask your guys' opinion on if you are at all curious about the design of this. First of all, one of the main goals of this project is to create something that gives you a ton of shit to upgrade. Like, you're constantly on a treadmill of leveling up and getting better and better stuff. And I have a system in place where everything pretty much just automatically works based on displaying a number that's multiplied by a value based on your level versus whatever it is that you're fighting against or using or whatever. So I have this crazy system where if you look at my base math function for what I call the generic visual values, if you look at this function, you'll notice that um, I have different variables for different things. I wonder why the enumerator is not. Oh, because it doesn't know what it is. I didn't cast to it, so well, that's a little weird. Anyway, so basically this is health. I forget which one this one is. This is experience points. This one is yeah, storage capacity on your backpack. It's kind of like Fallout 4. And what is 100 again? Oh, 100 is movement speed, so it shows like a 100. Because if I don't have a generic visual value for this, then 800 will be the UPS. It'll actually just display the correct UPS, which I mean I could go ahead and just leave it at 800. Uh, I think 487 might actually be action points. So that's like your how many action points you can spend to use on special abilities, which are class-based items that you can equip. I call them specials. So like there's healing wave, orbital strike, time lapse. Time lapse kind of creates like bullet time or allows you to zip forward really quickly. And orbital strike is like a bunch of missiles come down from above. You might there's like an old video I did a while back where I show an old version of Project Stray where it was based around PvP and the health bar and everything like that was set in the center, like in the center top of the screen, so you can see like how much health the other player has and stuff like that. It was like combining Street Fighter with Quake. But I've taken Project Stray in a different direction. I want to see, and yes, I know those are Canyon guys. I want to see a PvE first-person shooter that plays just like you took a combination of Doom, Fallout 4, and like Doom and Fallout 4, but with like constantly being able to level up. So like you can see that right now I start off at level 10, but because of the generic visual values that I have in place, you can actually I can level myself up to 200 and it takes absolutely no effort whatsoever because I'm doing everything in just such a way where all the numbers line up. based on percentages. So now I'm level 200. Look how much fucking health I have at level 200. You know, there's somebody who's level 1 won't even be able to. Actually, somebody who's level 190 won't be able to really do very much damage to me because the level range is within that. Is every level is 10% more to the base values, and then it means that some of the math is going to get a little bit funky when it comes to like armor and stuff like that. But I'm trying to, anyway, I got really distracted. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with ammo because I like having the idea I like the idea of, oh, these are all loot bubbles, of having like lots of, as many things as possible that you can upgrade and constantly feel like you're getting new shit and like breaking down items and like crafting something new based on that, and like it's just like this numbers game where you can essentially like level yourself up to like some ridiculous amount and like keep running the levels as though they're like dungeons in an MMO, and if you play it at a higher difficulty the loot can get better. Like if I go to game mode base, you'll notice that in game mode there's a thing like where I can determine the level range when the level starts. So like you can play the first level on normal difficulty and it's like level 1, but like at level 10, let's say that the first level cap is level 10, you can run the first level in heroic mode, which means that it's automatically bumped up to level 10 and stuff like that. And like all the monsters and the loot and everything like that. Loot rarity bias is 2.0. It should only be 1 right now. I don't know why I upped that. Yeah, of course, 10 isn't really an accurate number either. But then you have the loot rarity biased is used to determine like the quality of your loot. So basically, whenever an item is determined, I have to write the system for this part right here. But basically, right now it's just spawning all the different types of ammos in the game. It sets all the variables up to their base value, and then the first one is to determine, okay, like it does a percentage chance, a random integer chance to see if it passes basically a test, so 0 to 1, and if it does then he goes to the next one, and it's just like this whole system right here where it basically determines if the item's going to be 5 levels below what it currently is, and then the quality pass determines does like this kind of a gambit, which is a little bit more simplistic, but basically it continues down a row of harder and harder, more and more difficult rolls in order to determine the quality of the item. So every time it passes the roll, if it's under 1.0, so if there's a 10% chance, then there's a 5% chance, then there's a 1% chance, and each if it passes each of these, if it goes under each of these, then what happens is you can, oh, I just discovered a bug. You can get you get like higher and higher quality items. It's pretty crazy. But what I'm having trouble with right now, sorry I'm getting so distracted and rambling on this. What I'm having trouble figuring out right now is how I want to deal with ammo, because as I don't know, as far as I can tell, like I want you as the player to be thinking about loot a lot, right? But is ammo ever fun? Like I don't think I've ever seen somebody say, "Oh boy, I ran out of ammo. I'm having a good fucking time." Like, see, the current system right now is literally like, if you see level 6 shotgun shells, you have 36 of them. I would click this, and then it would equip it into my shotgun shells uh, uh, slot over here, and like I'd have 36 shotgun shells, and then it would actually list it. If I show you the HUD, it'll probably be a little easier to understand what the whole thing looks like, right? But I mean, so like yeah, shotgun shells would be like right here. So it's like pistol, shotgun, and you'd see this right here, and it would have a number, and it would be like, okay, all right, like I have 36 shots, but like whenever you go in your inventory, it freezes the game, kind of like in Fallout. But that would kind of fuck a little bit with doing multiplayer. I don't know. Should I just like not do ammo because I have a feeling it's just not fun. Like I don't know. I was thinking maybe ammo could just be like the base damage of the weapon, but then that kind of takes away from the neatness of from the cool factor of having like a legendary sniper rifle. The base damage is probably going to be one of the only things that really increases with each different type of sniper rifle as you get higher and higher level. If I get like a really nice level 200 legendary sniper rifle, I kind of want it to have the base damage on the gun, like, and ammo to be kind of an afterthought. So like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't decide. Maybe I could just get rid of this whole slot, put helmet, body, arms, legs, and boots back into this slot here, and then just remove ammo from here or something, and just leave ammo sitting in your ammo bag. So one of the things I have to set up right now is the ability to actually loot from a container. Maybe that would be best. Like no levels, just regular ammo. It just sits in your bag. Whenever you reload, it tries to pull from it. I don't know. This is one of those things where it's just like I'm thinking out loud, but I guess one of the other neat things about this is that it kind of shows what I have and the direction that this is going. And I'm not really sure how much further I'm going to take it, but it's definitely an interesting project, and it's definitely a lot better off than the last one was by like a country mile. I can't even I can't even begin to explain to you like how much more refined this version of the mod is of this project is compared to Quake Template. I like there are already something like 111 unique items sitting in this list from all of these different things. I mean, it's just like, and I'm probably going to even add some more because I want to try to have like trash items, like when you kill a chain gun guy, like he drops I don't know, metal scraps or something, right? Like or a broken chain gun that you can't actually use, but like you can break down into crafting parts. The crafting system in this is going to work exactly like the Division, where you break the items down into components and then you can just use them to craft stuff. It's just like Diablo. It's the same shit, like no different. I'm literally like lifting that exact system. In fact, you're looking, yeah, right here is the core crafting materials. It's alchemy parts, ammo parts, crafting tools, and each of these things will have levels. So like when you're crafting a gun, you have to have gun parts equal to the um, yeah, you have to have gun parts, and it'll be an aggregate of the level of each of the gun parts that you use. So if you have like one really high level gun part and a whole bunch of low level gun parts, it'll like choose somewhere in the middle for the new item that you just crafted. I don't know. And I'm probably not going to do unlock slots, but I think I am going to do like every 10 levels or maybe something like that. Every 10 levels you have to beat a boss and get like a drop. I'm also doing the loot so that it's all instanced. So when you play with your friends, you can kill the monsters, you can kill all the bad guys, but everybody gets their own loot. Like, so you don't ever have to worry about picking up somebody's stuff. Uh, and that's pretty much the direction of this right now. I don't know. Maybe I am just going to simplify the ammo. It is a little bit crazy, like having this much shit. I could just literally go helmet, body, arms, legs, boots. I just have those sitting here. Yeah, I could probably just do that. That'd probably be best, honestly. Maybe I could do like for the different types of ammo that you have, just have list them here instead, sort of like this list, but do it like here in a smaller amount, and then just have like all of your equipment slots. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'd have all of this would just be the list, just like this of. That's a lot of different types of ammo. Maybe I could just do it that way. Yeah, that makes more sense. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm gonna end this here. Hope you at least found it entertaining, or at least see what I'm doing. This is just something that I've been sort of cooking up in my spare time. Kind of. Well, I don't know what the hell that means, but I have lots of spare time. I don't know, but I do have at level 200, 15,425 health. It's a pretty big, scary number, isn't it? Definitely, definitely. Oh yeah, this supports different classes, by the way. I always say I'm going to end the video, and then I remember more stuff. So like, in the game mode, let's see. Yeah, if I go to class defaults, right? See how it's soldier? So if I go to player, that's HUD. If I go to player, that's not characters. All right, there's a player folder everywhere. All right, I'm gonna be a soldier. All right, that's the default pawn. Let's see what those numbers look like as a soldier, or as an enforcer. Ooh, 21,000 health. So enforcers get a little bit more. Enforcers get, and there's some weapons and items that can be equipped. Uh, like it's just a simple check to see what when you're equipping the items. But some things will be unique to the character classes. So like you might see certain weapons, like the enforcer might get a shotgun. You know, the occasional like class-based shotgun. You can only equip it if you're a soldier. And the tooltip right now is not finished because it doesn't fully list everything. You see how there's like a big empty middle slot, and like you'll see like the base damage of the gun. The tooltip's actually even cooler because it's like, check this out. So like you have the tooltip pop up for the item that you're currently pointing at, and then this will be the item that you already have equipped, and then the results slot will just literally list everything that'll happen uh, if you were to go ahead and replace this item with this item. So like, here's what you have on, or here's what you have on, here's what you're looking at, and this is what'll happen if you do it. So like, that's the idea. Alright, for real this time, I'm gonna end this. It's already too long. What'd I do this for? Alright, hope you found this entertaining at least, and definitely, yeah, I don't know, man. The ammo's kind of crazy, but maybe the ammo might be fun. I just can't fucking decide. I don't know. What do you guys think?